I'm so curious about where that value of waiting on someone else might come from. Is it something we learn? That what you talked about the other day was about how we like institute coping mechanisms and those become our ways of walking through the world. Because this dynamic of us waiting to be seen, to be chosen, etc., it's not like there's just one person and it's an anomaly. Like we all do it in various places in our lives. So what is it about that we might have instituted it?
It's a huge part of the judgment trap. It's not wanting to pull out, in this analogy, pull out of the driveway or make a different choice out of the fear of failure, which is wrongness. And but what if I get it wrong? What if I leave this relationship that's not working for me and I'm alone forever? So then you focus on the outcome that you're afraid to have instead of the possibility that it could be chosen or could show up. And because you have such a list of fears of failure, even has been a failure. That took me a long time to get because I too perfectionist over here. And not only did I have to like dot my I's, I said it okay. Dot my I's and cross my T's, but I had to like also shape all the letters to have a little curly Q at the end and then frame it in. Like I was, and it's so funny because when people now will project at me for having anything in life is perfect, I'm like, if you only knew. That's so funny. But I think what happens is that trap of what if something goes wrong? It negates the awareness that nothing's ever been wrong. Like if no matter what you've chosen, you have gained more awareness. And if every choice was to just get you more awareness, then how could that choice have been wrong? You have some things where you like stepped in magically on the very first step and it just all unfolded. And it was like right then in that moment, that was you were being congruent energetically for that thing to just unfold. Most times we get grand, huge, can't ever have tried to define it or predict it awareness from our biggest failures in air quotes. And those times when you fall down, you have to pick yourself up. You get to acknowledge that you have an amazing amount of perseverance, that you have a tenacity that doesn't stay down when you fall down, that you have a strength and a knowing now that of what creates the fall down, that you have a different ask because falling down is not on your list of things to do. You have gained so much awareness about you and the thing that you're targeting, but you won't receive it because of the judgment on top of it that it was the bad, wrong choice. And that if you were more aware or, you had fixed this childhood trauma, then you wouldn't have chosen it. But what if that's exactly what you needed to go through and you knew it and you chose it so that you could change the energy of the childhood trauma because you're now more aware of what it creates and you can choose something different. So if we stopped fearing failure, would we have to wait on anything? Truly, if we stopped fearing rejection, and if rejection was just like, I think it was Caesar on our team. He sent me something about, I can't remember. I saw it on social media, but I can't remember how I got it. But it was about like the guy who he talks about how he heard somewhere that you have to have at least 25 no's before you get a yes. And so when he wanted to find the woman of his dreams, he was so gung ho to get through those 25 no's, those 25 rejections. So he would just go up to anybody and be rejected because it was no longer, it was just a numbers game now. It was like, okay, all right, 1, 2, oh, you don't want me 3, 4, you're rejecting me 5, 6. It didn't matter. And then around the 25th time, he approached his now wife, right? Because part of getting the yes is also receiving the no's. But if you don't make them significant and you don't make them about you and you just make it that, oh, this wasn't for me or this person wasn't for me, then it's just someone's point of view and someone's choice. I always say, does strawberry ice cream cry when someone else chooses chocolate? No, it just knows that strawberry ice cream is for the people who like strawberry ice cream, right? So if you are not fearing rejection and that didn't have anything to do with how you see you, how you value you, the gift that you are, and then you want to be in relationship, and you didn't have to fear failure, then we could just put that car in reverse and drive the hell out of there and start living our lives and not waiting.